Welcome inside of PHX Arena, everybody. We are thrilled to be here for the 22nd Native American Basketball Invitational. Jacob Toby alongside Tyler Jones. It's the girls' championship game. The Res Bombers taking on Legendary Elites.
It is great to be back, Jacob. This is one of my favorite events every year. Getting to work with you.
Yeah, man.
And our fantastic team that's been here all week long. And now we get to crown a champion. And it all comes down to this. And seeing 200 different teams, 200 different tribes, all here in Phoenix this week with a chance to bring home a national title. Doesn't get any better than that.
Absolutely. And let's meet the teams that we have here today playing for a title. And we start with the Res Bombers. You just go back a year ago. They were the champions. They're led by Sydney Benali, who was the tournament MVP. But take a look at some of the facts. First tournament these 9 players have played in together. They're smart, 3.8 GPA, and they have players from Arizona, New Mexico, and Nevada. And now to introduce the Res Bombers, we send it to public address announcer Patrick Legreed.
Welcome to the 22nd Annual Native American Basketball Invitational Girls Championship presented by Resolution Copper. Today's matchup features Res Bombers versus Legendary Elites. And now let's meet the Res Bombers. First, the reserves. At center, a member of Navajo Nation, number 14, Krista Sinachini Yazzie. At guard, a member of Navajo Nation, number 20, Caden Sosi. At guard, a member of Wallapai, Paiute, and Shoshone tribes, number 23, Jayleese Watson. And at center, a member of the Navajo Nation, number 24, Dijon White. Now, let's meet the starting lineup for the Res Bombers. At guard of Samoan descent and a member of the Navajo Nation, number 10, Keichani Anitielu. At guard, a member of the Navajo Nation, number 2, Sydney Benali. At guard, a member of the Navajo Nation, number 11, Kea Benali. At guard, a member of the Navajo Nation, number 4, Allison Sosi. And at center, a member of the Navajo Nation, number 22, Riley Whitehair. The head coach of Res Bombers, representing the Navajo Nation, is Brian Kay.
All right, so that was the Res Bombers. We will see them battle it out against Legendary Elite. Take a look at some of the facts here out of Meeker, Oklahoma. No tournament is complete without signature team dinner. Spaghetti and strawberries, that's what they're doing.
What a combination there.
That is very interesting. We'll talk about that moving forward. Roster includes players from all over the country. Off the court, these athletes are proud to stay connected to their traditional practices and heritage. And we now go back to PA announcer Patrick Legreed to introduce Legendary Elite.
And now, let's meet Legendary Elites. First, the reserves. At guard, a member of the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe, number 10, Zoe Austin. At forward, a member of the Comanche tribe, number 11, Bobby Parker. At guard, a member of the Leech Lake Band of the Ojibwe tribe, number 14, Gabrielle Feinday. And at guard, a member of the Hopi, Navajo Nation, Zuni tribes, number 23, Kiera Martin. Now let's meet the starting lineup for Legendary Elite. At guard, a member of the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians, number 4, Jediah Swimmer. At guard, a member of the Yakima tribe, number 20, Deets Parrish. At guard, a member of the Creek tribe, number 2, Aaliyah Swanee. At guard, a member of the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians, number 22, Lily Losiah. And at center, a member of the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians, number 24, Jocelyn Stamper. The head coach of Legendary Elite is Donnie Gibson, representing Sac and Fox Nation and the Kickapoo tribe of Oklahoma.
All right, you've met the teams. Now let's meet the coaches as we're just about ready to go here inside PHX Arena. The 22nd annual Native American Basketball Invitational between the Res Bombers and Legendary Elite. The girls game first, boys game coming up after this one. And we are thrilled to bring it to you here on Arizona's Family Sports. A record number of teams this year, Tyler Jones, and this guy right here is looking for another title, Brian Kay. He's looking for 2 titles. He's
got a busy day today.
He is. He's the boys and girls head coach of Res Bombers, representing the Navajo Nation, and he is ready to go. And on the other side for Legendary Elite, it's Donnie Gibson out of Meeker, Oklahoma. Great guy to talk to. He has brought this group of players here for the last couple of years, and he's really good friends actually with the opposing coach and Brian Kay. So that should be very interesting to see.
It'll be great. And here we go.
Tip is up and we're underway. Glad you could join us here on Arizona's Family Sports. Jacob Toby and Tyler Jones with you. Champion will be crowned here today. The Res Bombers looking for back-to-back titles and an immediate turnover to start the game. Legendary Elite wearing the purple jerseys, and the Res Bombers are in black. And here is Sydney Benally, MVP from a season ago. As you take a look at the officials we have today, Andy Pasmonic, Takara Wade, Jay Foster. And here's Benally. All eyes on not only Sydney Benally, as the three's put down by Ali Sosi, who had 15 points in that semifinal game, but Sydney Benally and her sister, Kaya.
What a combination these two are. Sydney Benally, the 4-star recruit, a number 91 rating by 24/7, an ESPN Top 100 player, a BYU signee. The resume you could talk about all night long, and we are going to see something special as she tries to go for a back-to-back championship and another MVP, and one last chance to play with her sister before going to Brigham Young.
How about Ali Sosi, sophomore out of the Navajo Nation, has all 5 points so far for the Res Bombers. So much talent. Res Bombers out of Scottsdale. They're 8-0 coming into this game. Again, they won last year, beating Legendary Elite by 28. They also won it all back in 2022.
And for as much as we'll talk about Sydney Benally today, there's a lot of talent on this roster, whether it's Riley Whitehair, who is a signee to UT RGV. You talk about Sydney's sister as well. I mean, there is some really good players that we'll be seeing throughout the evening today. Not just the Sydney Benally show. She's got a very good supporting cast.
Yeah, if you're new to NABI, it's amazing. Ages 14 and 19, there's 508 games when the championship game will be done. 279 boys games, 229 girls games. An opportunity to show that Indian country can hoop, man. We got a lot of talent out here, don't we?
Certainly so. From all over, not just the United States, but in Canada as well. A lot of indigenous athletes representing so well. And for many of these players, this is their first chance to even get off the reservation. And now they're getting to play in the same home as the Phoenix Suns and the Phoenix Mercury. It doesn't get any bigger than this.
Jocelyn Stamper with the first basket for Legendary Elite, snap in the net for 3. She had a 13-point game against Quiet Storm in that semifinal win. Kaya Benally off to her sister. MVP from a season ago, Sydney Benally, going to play Division I hoops at BYU. Crossover, step back, is good! Oh. Sydney Benally.
And a kiss! Sydney Benally from downtown for 3. And the offense has opened up for the Res Bombers.
A 7-point lead. That's what happened in their semifinal game. You let them get going from downtown, and they're very hard to stop. It's a fast-paced offense. that Brian Kay wants to play. They beat the Rockhawks in the semifinals 66-34. It was a 20-point game at the half.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because on their last possession, even though they play fast pace, they're still going to take the time if they need to find the right shot, as they did for that open three-pointer from Sydney there. So, yes, you're seeing traditional res ball played, but with very good shot selection as well.
Yeah, it does typically slow down a tad bit in the semifinal and championship games, but if you're new to res ball, it's fast, a lot of shooting, a lot of threes. Whitehead in and out. Kea can't come back with it. Benali gets the own miss, and another bucket put up and in by the Res Bombers. It's Sosi again. She's got 7 points of the 10.
They never give up on the possession. It looked like a turnover, and they found a way. Now here they are back on defense, trying to come up with it.
It's the Benali sisters at the top putting on that pressure. It's a scrappy team for sure, and they're hungry. They want back-to-back titles. Good ball movement here.
Corner three, nailed it.
Absolutely.
Legendary Elite needed that one as they've cut the lead to 6.
And the crowd here, always big, but this year seems to be a little bit bigger than last year, and it continues to grow. And Talelu puts it down.
A great atmosphere and a loud crowd as well.
Yep.
And another turnover going the other direction.
Defense to offense, that's the Res Bombers game. Anatielu driving, dishing, Whitehead for 2. It continues.
Another good setup and timeout called as we see a 10-point lead for the Res Bombers jumping out early.
Now Brian Kay's squad, hype, and ready to go here at NABI. Timeout has to be called by Legendary Elite. Got to talk things over, but a good start by the Res Bombers. Double-digit lead, threes going, defense going.
And they're picking up right from where they left off this entire tournament. This team has shown no quit, no doubt in themselves, and here they are going right back to the basket again. It's been quite the week, and you wonder when you get to the end of NABI week. These teams started playing on Wednesday, playing multiple games a day. Who is going to have that energy? How much are you still going to be in it by Saturday? And there is no let up from the Res Bombers at this point.
Yeah, you sometimes play 3-4 games in a day, get tired. Got to play a semifinal and a championship game in the same day if you want to win it all. And again, a record 202 teams this year, 160 plus tribes. And don't want to short the scholarship impact. Since 2003, $500,000 have been given out in scholarships, $35,000 just this year. So that part, not just on the court, Tyler, but off the court, so important for NABI.
And Sydney Benali, one of those, getting a $10,000 scholarship as well, as we see a missed basket on the other end.
We'll see how Legendary Elite comes out of the timeout. They won it back in 2023. It's a team that travels as far as New York City on the East Coast. They play in Seattle on the West Coast. Nice move, up and under for 2. Bucket is good by Stamper, who's got a couple baskets early on. She is their leading scorer coming into this game.
I think if you're Legendary Elite here, and we'll take another look at it here on the replay coming up in just a moment, I think that you got to stay patient. I know that the offense can be so explosive for the Res Bombers, but you got to take what the defense gives you. If you can get to the basket, force contact, draw those fouls, that's going to be what keeps you in this ball game.
Stamper misses the free throw, the junior from the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians. And another foul. She'll get back to the free throw line. So she's been aggressive so far. 6'2" junior. Again, had 13 points in the semi-final win against Quiet Storm. Plays some volleyball, track and field as well. A lot of these athletes are very talented in multiple different sports, but shining out on the basketball court's what they're doing right now for NABI.
Absolutely.
And it was fun to talk with both head coaches, but we were talking with Donnie Gibson before the game, the head coach of Legendary Elite. He realized there's a lot of fans here for the Res Bombers, with them being from Scottsdale. They're the hometown favorites. That's what he told us. But he said, I like going to someone's house and taking it. That's literally what he told us.
And for as much tension has been talked about with this Res Bombers team, with Sydney and the D1 talent they have, he made a point. He said, we're just as talented. We have D1 players on this roster and players that love to compete, and they're not afraid of this challenge of a championship game setting tonight.
And bucket is good, put up and in. Didiah Swimmer, the senior from the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians, putting it down. He plays her high school hoops in Cherokee, North Carolina, Cherokee High School. Benali driving, passing, bad pass, turned over. Don't see that too often from Benali.
No, you don't.
Legendary Elite ball.
Out of bounds, it'll stay with Legendary Elite. Res Bombers had that double-digit lead, a 10-point lead. Legendary Elite chipping away at that. Swimmer has some handle. Staying with it. Didiah Swimmer can't bank it in. Rebound up, no good by Stamper. She was blocked.
Blocked from behind, taking it back the other way now. They got numbers.
Anatilelu underneath and one. Dijon White.
And that's what we were talking about earlier. It's not just about finding the three-point basket. It's finding those spots where they can take advantage of the defense. They capitalize, and now they get a chance at the charity stripe.
Dijon White, 5'10". She just graduated this past year, representing Dene and out of Chinley High School as well.
Oh, nice block.
Yep. Great defense, stolen. Kea Benali coming away with it.
A block and a steal, that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Here's Sydney Benali. Had a 20-point game in the semifinals. Missing from downtown there. She hits long-range threes all the time. And Swimmer comes back the other way. Nice bounce pass. Down low, swallowed up was Fine Day, but she gets fouled.
I love that Benali was able to get right back on defense. You miss the three, you don't give up on the possession on the other end. And now we'll see Legendary Elite at the line.
Gabby Fine Day at the free throw line. Leech Lake Band of Ojibwe. She is committed to play at Bemidji State. And she broke her high school's all-time scoring record this past season.
Zoe Austin.
She gets subbed out, and we'll get a rest. Zoe Austin comes in for her out of the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe. 4-point game. Again, it was a 10-point Res Bombers lead. Legendary Elite battling back under 10 minutes to play in the first half. 2 halves here at NABI. These games go by pretty quick, too.
They do. Running clock.
3 put up. Lasaya can't hit. Kept alive in a loose ball, foul on the floor. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it 2. A 4-point Res Bombers lead. 9:32 left in the first half.
My name is Aaron Miles. I'm a community advisor. I work with the St. Carlos Apache tribe. I'm a St. Carlos Apache tribal member. My job is about building trust and support in our communities. I'm proud to work for this company that respects Native community and heritage. I imagine that the future of this area is going to be very bright. We are Resolution Copper, and we are Copper Strong.
The 22nd annual Native American Basketball Invitational is brought to you by Strong Heart Helpline. And by Fry's Food Stores. Welcome back to downtown Phoenix inside of PHX Arena, the 22nd Native American Basketball Invitational. Such a beautiful city. We're so happy to be a part of it. Jacob Toby and Tyler Jones with you.
This place has had a few different names.
Over the years, yes. But right now it's PHX Arena. So
not Phoenix Arena.
No,
I've been told
no,
that
no,
a
no.
few times.
Yeah. Home of the Phoenix Suns and the Phoenix Mercury. And right now, NABI is all up in it and bringing the culture, bringing that native flair. Indian country is here. We ain't going anytime soon. Foul on the floor against the Res Bombers. That goes against Caden Sosi, Jr. out of the Navajo Nation. So Legendary Elite in the penalties. So Stamper back to the free throw line. She's been there a couple times and puts down the first.
Legendary Elite holding their own. We saw a quick start from the Res Bombers, and we wondered, is this going to be the same song and dance we've seen throughout the tournament where they get off to that big lead and then put it the rest of the way? And so far we've seen Legendary Elite. Yes, they gave up that big run from the Res Bombers, but they have slowly chipped away at this thing and made this a competitive ball game here in the first half.
Well, these are some of the scores the Res Bombers have had in this tournament. 74-14, 71-5. 110-20. These girls can score, they can shoot it at an elite level. Benali leading the pack. Sydney Benali off to her sister. Kea driving, dishing, three-pointer up, in and out. And the rebound to Legendary Elite. Benali fighting for it, and that's the scrappiness that we've seen from Kea Benali. So jump ball. Possession goes with Legendary Elite. As we take a look at some of the players and their tribes, everyone playing for something more than just themselves, playing for each other and playing for the people they represent back home.
Oh yeah, you look at the Res Bombers, and most of their roster comes from the Navajo Nation, and obviously that has a big presence here in the state of Arizona, so that's a big deal to represent not only their tribe, but in their home state, among some of the other tribes that are also represented here.
Yep. Anatielu, part of the Hualapai, Paiute, Shoshone tribes. And like you mentioned, Navajo Nation, Dene is strong out here in Arizona.
Meanwhile, the other side for Legendary Elite, we see a number of players from the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians represented, the Yakima Nation, the Creek Nation as well. We're seeing tribes from all over the country,
yep,
all over North America that have been a part of this week.
Yep, Creek, Comanche, Cheyenne River, Sioux, it's all out there. Legendary Elite, a little bit more of a different tribes on their teams. Navajo Nation really a part of the Res Bombers as the travel call.
We do call traveling in NABI.
This is not the NBA where traveling is never called, right?
Exactly.
Full court pressure here from the Res Bombers.
Sorry you had to settle for me instead of Sean Elliott today.
Hey, Tucson native, grew up near the Pascua Yaqui tribe. My partner with the Spurs, Sean Elliott, the great Sean Elliott, all-time leading scorer at Arizona. Benali, long-range three, no good. And here comes Legendary Elite. No, this is our third year together, man. Can you believe it?
We've known each other longer than that, too.
We have. We go back to our days in Oklahoma. You're in Okie.
Not from Muskogee.
No, you're not from Muskogee.
Shout out Broken Arrow.
Represent the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma. I'm bringing that East flavor out here with the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe from Massachusetts, so all represented. Good full court pressure here from the Res Bombers, showing their defense. It's been their offense that's been winning them games, but the defense really good. Stamper can't hit the jumper. Offensive rebound up, no. Benali fighting for the rebound with her teammate.
I don't hate that possession from Legendary Elite, even though they didn't score there, because they had so many opportunities. Eventually, if you have possessions like that, the shots are going to start falling.
Benali on the drive, looks for contact, got blocked, which you don't see that too often, and it went out of bounds. So it's Legendary Elite with the basketball. When we come back, they're 3 points away from a tie.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Fry's for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. Our low prices add up to big savings with over $600 in digital coupons each week, plus up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. At Fry's, you always get big flavors and big savings. Fry's, fresh for everyone.
Welcome back to the 22nd Native American Basketball Invitational. Take a look at Legendary Elite. Their starting five where all these players are from. Dadiah Swimmer, Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians, Dietz Parish, Yakima Nation, Aaliyah Shawnee Creek, Lily Lasaya, Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians, and Jocelyn Stamper, their leading scorer, Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians. You come here to play basketball, Tyler, but you also meet people from different parts of the country, different tribes. You can compare your cultures, talk about the similarities, the differences. We've been doing it with some of the players as well, and it's a great opportunity to make new friends and talk about your culture.
Oh, it is. And you think about these tribal histories that go back hundreds of years of wars that were fought, and these tribes that necessarily didn't always get along. But here we are in 2025, the year of our Lord, and we're seeing these tribes come together and unite and really just show unity between these tribal nations here at NABI.
Swimmer turned it over, and Ali Sosi has another bucket. The sophomore, the rising sophomore, representing Dene out there. And here comes Swimmer back the other way. 5-point Res Bombers lead, defending champions from a year ago. As we hit the 6-minute mark of the first half. Shot thrown up, no good by Parrish. Put back up and in. And one for Shawnee. Aaliyah Shawnee just graduated out of the Creek Nation. She is going to play at Northeastern State in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, which you are a little bit familiar with.
Yes, great Division II school there in the state of Oklahoma, the Riverhawks.
Yes.
You called some games for them, right?
I did. Called some games for them, covered some games out there, and they've got a great program. And so excited to see what Shawnee does out there.
They also have a big campus in my hometown of Broken Arrow as well.
Nice crossover move, Benali up and under, but too strong.
Not quite.
She's young, but you can see the talent that Sydney's younger sister has.
Yeah, and she's already been labeled the #1 player in her class in the state of New Mexico, and you can see why. Even when she's missing baskets, you can see that she's got the vision. She can get to the lane. She'll finish eventually in those opportunities.
Well, we did an interview with Sydney and Kea yesterday, and I asked Kea, I said, so did you beat Sydney in one-on-one growing up? And she said, oh, absolutely. And Sydney gave the look like, no, never. So who do we believe?
It may have been like one time when Sydney wasn't feeling well or something. I'm sure it happened at least once. Jump ball.
Had to have. But what an opportunity for the sisters to play with each other. Sydney Benali, this is her final NABI. Last year was her first, won the MVP. Can she go back-to-back, which would be a historic moment for the Res Bombers. Here's Kea Benali, shut off baseline, had to pass back out and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Res Bombers.
Well, and I give Sydney credit for even being here and showing up. She's already signed her letter of intent. She's going to BYU here in just a few weeks, really. And she's got a lot at stake. She's going to play a significant role in that BYU team. There's a lot that could happen this week. And here she is competing with her sister one last time to chase that NABI championship and MVP. Credit where credit's due.
Here she is, gets the screen, picks up the dribble off to her sister.
Ooh.
Kea can't hit the three.
Not quite that time.
Kept alive, though, by Sosi.
And then another travel.
Yep. That's the second travel we've seen in this game. 3-point Res Bombers lead, under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Res Bombers 8-0 coming into this game. Legendary Elite 8-0 as well. And a nice bucket up and under. Zoe Austin out of the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe.
You'll take that every time. Now it's just a 1-point game. Just like we talked about, Legendary Elite needed to chip and chip and chip, and they've done. And then an answer on the other end.
Anitalelu puts it down, representing Dene and Samoan nations. They call her Bam Bam. That's her nickname.
Cam Chancellor fan?
Potentially. Potentially. She had 12 points in the semifinal. Another jump ball here. Kijani Anitalelu out of Farmington High School in New Mexico.
Farmington has been a powerhouse in New Mexico. They've had a ton of players come through NABI over the years, and she's carried on that legacy, it would seem.
Here she is, Anitalelu. Benali right back to her. Swimmer guarding. Anitalelu driving too hard off glass.
Yeah,
angle.
You got to kick that out. Can't be forcing up that one.
Open opportunity for Shawnee, who swishes a three.
Slicing and dicing. Put it on the jelly, put the jelly on the bread and spread it.
Aaliyah Shawnee, again, will play Division II hoops at Northeastern State, representing the Creek Tribe. Nice drive by Anna Lelu, and she gets fouled. She'll get to the free throw line.
You know, Jacob, I know this week has been tough for a lot of people around the country with losing legends like Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan, but this week for these players, what they've been a part of, to focus in this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, it's amazing what they've been able to experience here.
Yeah, they have done so much here. There's the basketball aspect of it. There's also the educational summit that NABI has put on the last couple of years.
We spoke.
We did speak. We got to speak about careers in broadcasting and sort of chasing your dreams. We also heard from Jason Amador, who played Division I hoops at Grand Canyon here in the Valley, and he played in NABI. So the lineage just goes from being a player to then being a coach, coming back in NABI. There's so many NABI alumni that we've run into over the week.
Jacob, for folks that missed it, give us the 30-second recap of what you told the kids at home.
Just never accept no for an answer. We'll talk more about that on the other side of this break. Girls Championship game here at NABI.
My name is Ignatius Brad Lippy Jr., but I go by Brad. I am the tribal liaison for Resolution Copper. I'm White Mountain Apache, born and raised here on the reservation. I love doing beadwork. It requires a lot of patience. I feel like for me, because I grew up with horses for so long, I feel connected in a way. I love the bonds that I share with my horses. My role at Resolution Copper is to provide opportunities to tribal communities that we work with. Through my role at Resolution Copper and my passions, I hope to really inspire others.
The 22nd Annual Native American Basketball Invitational is powered by Resolution Copper and our premier sponsors, City of Phoenix, Gila River Indian Community, Seminole Tribe of Florida, University of Phoenix, Rolling Plain Construction, BHP, Fry's Food Stores, and the Arizona Science Center.
The welcome party the other night was at the Arizona Science Center, and I went there along with our field producer, the one and only Robert Junkins, long game himself. We had a great time, had some hot dogs and hamburgers, all the kids were there, and really just to kick off things this week of something that we pretty much had going every single night. Here's a look at the meet and greet. We'll see if you can see yours truly somewhere in here, proof that I showed up.
Yeah, I don't believe you if you're not in this video, and it's trending like you're not going to be in this video.
I may have left early to go to the Diamondbacks game, but that's neither here nor there.
That's Chance Rush, Gina Marie Scarpa, CEO of NABI. She started this thing back 22 years ago, and it just started out with 12 teams. That was it. And it's grown into something very, very special. First free throw is good for Legendary Elite. Again, they were down by 10 early, and now it's a 2-point game.
And think about this, with being 200-plus teams, if I told you that we were doing a tournament with 200-plus teams, you would think, oh, probably some middle schoolers involved, maybe some elementary kids. No, this is all high school Native American kids. It's phenomenal that we get this type of turnout every year now.
Yep, and this is the first year that they are allowing incoming freshmen to play. They had not done that previously. It was only sophomores to seniors or outgoing seniors. This year, the young ones are allowed in. As that ball goes out of bounds off of the Res Bombers, Benali losing the handle.
Not quite her moment that time. I'm sure she'll make up for it later, but here we are, 1-point game. Legendary Elite holding their own here. Eventually, I think they got to get the outside shooting if they're going to have a chance to take this one.
And they've never led in this game. They've trailed the entire first half. Here's Sydney Benali, MVP from a year ago. Fading, no good, and Stamper the rebound. Swimmer running and poked away
from behind. Didn't see it coming.
Nice crossover from Sosi, picks up the dribble. And the pass deflected out of bounds. Was trying to go to Kajani Antilelu.
And you're seeing the defense come from behind where they're just flying in like no man's land.
Anatilelu. Trying to get to her spot, kicks out. Sydney Benali.
Good look. Money. She'll take that every time. Can't give her space like that.
She had 23 points against the Rockhawks in the semifinal. Graduate of Sandia High School, New Mexico. Drive on the other side, beats Parrish, no. Ball loose, and a foul against the legendary elite. That goes against Didiah Swimmer out of the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians. 14 fouls on legendary elite. As we hit the 1:30 mark of the first half, Benali bringing it over. This team has led the whole way here so far inside of PHX Arena. Jacob Toby and Tyler Jones with you here on Arizona's Family Sports. Glad you could join us. Boys Championship game coming up next. And a timeout was called by Brian Kay and the Res Bombers. Let's go beyond the buzzer and take a look at some fun facts about NABI this year. All the way back in 2003. Again, the first tournament, 12 teams on each side, like I mentioned, 24 total. And that's scholarship money, $500,000, 35 just this year.
Yes, and $10,000 to Sydney Benali. She was one of the scholarship winners, and we've seen this tournament do an incredible job, not just on the court, but off the court as well. Cheetah Marie Scarpa has done a phenomenal job running this show, and the vision that was put forward to make this all happen with AC Green and Mark West to where they are now. It's incredible to see what this has become. Unfortunately, we don't have Mark West here with us this week. He's at a family reunion, but we did get the chance to go golfing with him the other night.
We did. Gina Marie took us out, and Chance Rush, we let him win, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You beat me by one shot.
I did. I should have beaten you by a lot more, but my golf game is not where it needs to be. Sosi trapped in the corner. Benali looking for an option. Cut off. Here she is. Hands off to her sister, Kea. Showing off the handle. Going up against Swimmer. Benali inside. The pass deflected. Out of bounds. Turnover forced.
Not an ideal pass there. You don't have a shot clock in NABI, so there's no need to force those things. If you don't see that opening there, go ahead and reset, kick it back out, do what you need to do.
Legendary Elite beat Quiet Storm in the semifinals by 13 points. Looking to win 2 titles in 5 years. They won back in 2023, and a foul away from the ball here. Anatilelu with the foul.
Not in the bonus yet, so they'll inbound here.
Parrish inbounding out of the Yakima Nation. Finde.
Deep three.
Puts it down. Gabby Finde.
And there's the outside shooting we've been talking about that they needed to do to stay in this game. They cut the lead to 1 now. You got to be feeling pretty good that they got a shot.
And a foul on the floor. Benali was driving. Gabby Finde made that last 3 out of the Leech Lake Band of Ojibwe. That's 5 team fouls on Legendary Elite. Bonus time here for Sydney Benali. Got to talk to her head coach at BYU yesterday on the phone, Lee Cummard. He's so excited for her. She's already been on campus this summer. They let her come back and play NABI. And he was joking when he told me this, but he said if she doesn't win, she's not allowed back. She has to win NABI, of course.
Pressure's on.
3-point game. Lasaya lost the handle. Kea Benali, clock going down. Put it up, got fouled before the buzzer. There's time on the clock. That's what the officials are saying, so we're not going to halftime yet.
Jacob, one of the things that always catches my attention, and this applies for both basketball and football, the final 2 minutes of a half are so crucial. And if you're Legendary Elite, you cut that lead. You had it down to 1. You got the three-point shooting going. Then you miss the basket. You give up one on the other end, and then a foul as well. That kind of kills the momentum you were just starting to build up going to halftime.
Yep, absolutely, no doubt. They put .4 on the clock. So Kea Benali at the free throw line. Puts in the first. Sandia High School as well. Going to be a sophomore representing Dene. 2 free throws good. And that's how the first half comes to a close. It was an early 10-point lead by the Res Bombers. The Legendary Elite fights back.
Really good effort from Legendary Elite there. They have to be thinking to themselves that they could have done better in those final seconds before the half, but you're still in it. You still got a shot. Now let's see what they could do to take advantage of it, potentially maybe go on a run and steal this one away from Legendary Elite. Let's go to Chance Rush, who's standing by before we go to break.
You trust there beginning of the game. They seem to the game, and you still managed to hold the lead. What are you going to tell the girls going in the locker room?
A lot more better executions. We're dribbling way too much. We need to be able to, they're on a straight man, so we got to be focused on just running a simple motion, getting the ball with a little bit of what we call hero ball.
No.
I'm close with them.
Thank you, Coach. Best luck in second half.
Chance, thank you very much. Brian Kay, head coach of the Res Bombers, his team up 32 to 27. First half in the books. Take a break, come back, bring in some special guests here on Arizona's Family Sports, the 22nd annual Native American Basketball Invitational.
Founded in 1984, Rolling Plains Construction is the largest fireproofing company in the nation, with office locations in Arizona, Texas, Colorado, and Florida. Our services include the following: Shibby's Rolling Plains Construction enjoys supporting such a worthy organization that brings our tribal communities together in sport and helps develop future leaders.
Welcome back. It's halftime here inside PHX Arena, 32 to 27. The Res Bombers with the lead over Legendary Elites. Jacob Toby, Tyler Jones. We are thrilled to be joined by Vicky Pesey, the president and general manager of Resolution Copper, our presenting sponsor here at the 22nd annual Native American Basketball Invitational. Thank you so much for being here. We so appreciate you.
Oh, we're so excited to be here. It's just been an amazing day, full of energy.
What's it like to be partnered with NABI every single year?
We're very grateful to be able to be a part of this and make this come to fruition. Most of our employees are from the local area where we have in mind. Many are from the San Carlos Apache tribe, and playing basketball was a part of their culture, part of their childhood growing up, and this is really, really important for them too.
So tell us about Resolution Copper. In case people don't know what you are, how would you describe it?
It's Resolution Copper is really a collection of people that live locally within the Copper Triangle, but is one of the largest undeveloped copper deposits in the world. It's underground, and it is powered today by people from the San Carlos Apache tribe to the town of Superior in the Copper Corridor.
What's it like to come to NABI and see the support that you guys get? Because you guys support NABI, they support you. It's a great partnership, isn't it?
It's an amazing partnership. We're really, the energy. I mean, I grew up playing basketball is probably what kept me out of trouble. So this is, to me, it's personal. To our employees, it's personal. It's very special. It really, I can see in the audience, brings a sense of wonder to the kids and the family members that are watching everybody on the court and thinking maybe that could be me too one day.
Now, tell me this. When you look into the future, NABI, Resolution Copper, what do you guys want to do next from here?
Well, we'd like to grow this. I mean, if there's a way that we can bring it more to there's plenty of people who have family members that can't make it here today. So how do we bring this to them? And I think that's really one of the things we want to do, as well as more opportunities, more scholarships, so these young men and young women can make their dreams come true and actually have an opportunity to play at the college level.
You mentioned you're a basketball fan. Who you a fan of?
Phoenix Suns, of course.
That's the right answer, right?
Yes.
And you played growing up, so just how important is the game of basketball to you personally?
Oh, well, I grew up in an area where there was pretty extreme poverty, double-digit unemployment, drugs, violence, kind of that type of thing when you don't have a lot of things to do. And I got into it playing in high school, played on state teams, traveling teams, did basketball camps every summer, and it changed my life, right? It was take a kid that was going nowhere fast and gave me a sense of purpose, a sense of hope, and but it's more than that, right? It's the life skills that you build, the teamwork, the supporting others, the resiliency when you lose a game and you pick yourself back up again. So it really gave me the skills I needed to do what I do today.
And when you see Resolution Copper signage everywhere at NABI, what comes to mind? What do you think about?
Well, it's less important that I see net resolution everywhere. It's more important that we see this organization really thrive, be successful. The smiles and the happy looks in the crowd, that's enough.
Awesome. Vicki Pesce, President and General Manager of Resolution Copper, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Awesome. All right, we'll be back here. Second half action coming up your way after this. The girls' championship game, the Res Bombers and Legendary Elite. Action coming up after the break.
My name is DeAndre Dude, and I'm working with Underground Mechanics. I am a member of the St. Carlos Apache tribe, and I live on the reservation. It's a beautiful place. It's a lot of scenery. You go through the canyons and you come to desert. You go up a little more and you come to pines. My job here is to make sure that everything is maintained and safe for the employees to go down the shaft every day. My team means everything. I trust them with my life, because going down the shaft, you gotta have trust. You can't be scared, because that's how injuries happen. The opportunities that mining has is growth and economic value. It'll help keep the environment safe, and also will bring opportunity for people of all ethnicities to work in the mine. I'm excited to be part of something that will make a difference for generations. We are Resolution Copper, and we are Copper Strong.
Welcome back. Teams are starting to warm up for the second half. Still not ready to go yet, because we got to talk to our man Christopher Osceola, the Tribal Council representative for the Hollywood Seminole Reservation, as we're here in halftime, the Res Bombers and Legendary Elite of the championship game. Christopher, thanks so much for being here. We really, really appreciate it. What's it like to be at NABI?
Well, this is my first experience here. I think it's awesome, to see this many kids coming out to play ball and just seeing everybody come together. I've been hearing about it for a long time, and it's just great to be here. It's great to see all this.
What's the relationship like between NABI and the Hollywood Seminole Reservation in the tribe?
We've been involved with NABI for a long time. I think we have a couple of these championship trophies hanging in our gym, too.
Oh, you had to throw that out, right?
Hey, we had to throw that out. Everybody's proud of those trophies. But, NABI's a big deal to us. Our kids look forward to it every year, just like kids all over the country. So it's a big deal. It keeps the kids working, and it makes them, they got to work hard to get to the top of the bracket here.
What did you guys see in NABI when you wanted to invest more and be more present and have that relationship?
Well, growing up as a kid on a reservation, all we had was basketball, and I think that saved a lot of our lives, and I don't think anything's different today. It's great to give, an outlet to these kids, to keep them off the streets, to keep them, give them some goals, and I think basketball is one of the best things that ever happened to Native American people. I mean, we all love basketball, and, Native people are great athletes, so it just goes well.
Awesome, man. Christopher Osceola, thank you so much for partnering with NABI. We truly, truly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, second half action coming up after the break. The Res Bombers and Legendary Elite.
The University of Phoenix Tribal Operations team is honored to support NABI Nation. We're excited to continue our premier sponsorship for the Native American Basketball Invitational and to be part of this annual athletic competition, educational summit, and career fair. Congratulations to the over 1,500 young athletes and coaches as they represent their tribes with honor and pride in over 400 games. The University of Phoenix also extends a big thank you to all the people, companies, and organizations who support this amazing event. Good luck and enjoy the tournament.
Second half action about to start between the Res Bombers and Legendary Elite, 32-27. Res Bombers on top. We go down to Chance Rush, who's with Legendary Elite head coach Donnie Gibson.
Coach Gibson, they jumped on you. You fought your way back. Now, what do you tell?
Just continue to be aggressive and just control what we can control. That's all we can do. Because if we start worrying about, they're going to get us. Because they're a good team. We all respect to them. But we got to control what we can do. And as long as we take care of the little things, we're going to be all right.
Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Appreciate you.
You know, Jacob, it kind of reminds me of a line from one of my favorite head coaches, Bill Self. You know, Jacob, that kind of reminds me of a line from one of my favorite head coaches, Bill Self. He says, "Don't worry about the mules, just load the wagon." And I think if you're this Legendary Elite team going in this second half, it's not about beating the Res Bombers. It's about not making mistakes to get in your own way.
Well, you just had to throw in a Rock Chalk Jayhawk reference, didn't you?
I had to. Rock Chalk. Same town as Haskell Indian Nations University as well.
Yes, you're right.
Bill Self was on Haskell's campus not too long ago, actually.
Oh, okay. I see you. Here's Parrish off the turnover. Kicking it to the corner and deflected. Turn right back over. The Res Bombers with the 32-27 lead as we start the second half. Jacob Toby representing the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe alongside Tyler Jones, Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma. On it to Lelu, dishing. Sosi stepping in and out. And the rebound to Dietz Parrish.
I think we're going to find out a lot here in these opening 2 minutes of how this second half's going to play out. If Legendary Elite you keep things going like that, then this thing might come down.
Hi, my name is Samson Belleville, and I'm an environmental apprentice. I'm an enrolled tribal member from the St. Carlos Apache tribe. This job here means a lot to me. Taking care of the environment itself becomes natural. It's what we live off of. We got to take care of the land that's given to us. Here at Resolution Copper, I feel like my voice is heard. I'm learning so much every day. I'm excited about my future here. We are Resolution Copper, and we are Copper Strong.
Oh, that was so nice. So smooth. Santa Clara, the same school as NBA champion Jalen Williams.
Yes, and you had to get a Thunder reference in there as well. You're just talking about whatever you want on this broadcast.
Up and good on the other end.
Shawnee puts it down. What can I mention about, No, nothing, because you're the champs, man. You can mention that.
They can never take it away from you.
No, never. Johnny on to Lelu. Benali back out.
No matter what they say about Tyrese Halliburton.
Cindy Benali, MVP from last year's tournament. Res Bombers trying to go back-to-back.
Her sister might be giving her a run for MVP today.
Absolutely. As Riley Whitehair puts it up and under.
Riley Whitehair, a signee at UTRGV, two-time state champion, three-time New Mexico first-team All-State selection. Quite the resume of her own.
Representing Dene very well. Turned over, Benali the steal. And here comes Kijani Antitelelu. Off glass, no good. Benali, offensive rebound, keeps it alive, kicks it out. Sosi can't bang home a three.
I like the look. You'll take that. Just didn't quite go in that time. Now, can they take advantage the other way?
Loose ball picked up. Sosi.
Oh, a little too impatient.
On it to Lelu, the spin, but a travel.
It's travel number 3.
Yes, third travel of this game. Res Bombers with a 5-point lead. They had a 10-point lead early on in this game. Legendary Elite battled back. As Takara Wade, our official, said, no, you're not inbounding yet. And here we go. She's having a laugh about it. The Dias Swimmer, point guard for Legendary Elite. Stamper traveled with it.
4.
So Jocelyn Stamper with the travel. And a 5-point game. Jacob Toby, Tyler Jones with you here on Arizona's Family Sports. 22nd year of NABI, 508 games from Wednesday to Saturday. Check-in day was Tuesday, 202 teams. That's a record, 160 different tribes. All here in the Valley of the Sun.
Oh, good move.
Dietz Parrish, senior out of the Yakima Nation.
Going with the left hand.
She's coming off a 4A state championship.
They started to show a double team for a moment, then backed off. Now she goes in, draws contact.
Well, Parrish will get to the free throw line.
I like the control she showed on that possession there. Took matters into her own hands and got rewarded with the free throw attempts.
You mentioned it in the first half. This is where the exhaustion is probably going to start in a little bit here. So many games over 3 or 4 days, and you really have to manage. That's where the head coaches come in and really got to watch who's tired and who's ready to go, because you never know.
And it's been all ball for these players. They're not going out there in that 110-degree heat right now.
No.
There's no time for the pool.
Maybe for you.
Surprisingly, no.
Oh, okay.
I've been working with you.
Well, that's true. We go to so many games over the last couple days, try to talk with some of the athletes, meet the coaches, hear their stories.
I'll save the pool for tomorrow.
White hair again, another basket. And it's her first year playing with the Res Bombers. And she's having a great semifinal and championship day. Riley Whitehair out of
deep 3. Didn't like that shot.
Here's Sosi.
I would have rather seen that possession play out a little longer. And now an 8-point game, not a great spot the Elite find themselves.
Benali keeps, hangs, can't lay it in. And a loose ball foul against Res Bombers.
They're going to call that every time. And I'll say this. It is as tough as ever to be an official these days. But the refs that we have all week long, and I'm not just kissing up, I promise, they've done a fantastic job for the most part here at NABI from what they've been able to do.
Thank you for that disclaimer. Here's Benali looking for a handoff to Sosi. Nope, keeps it herself. You watch her, she gets in the zone, and it's a different ball game. Off to her sister, Kea, handoff. Jumper again, nothing but net for Riley Whitehair.
Whitehair likes that spot. That's not the first time she's hit from there tonight.
Confident shooter from the mid-range. Riley Whitehair out of the Navajo Nation. Dietz Parrish back the other way, out of the Yakima Nation. Spinning, shooting, and got fouled. So she'll get free throws.
She's been kind of the catalyst driving the offense here and trying to see what she could come up with. Parrish, you mentioned, offers from Santa Clara, Northern Arizona. Won a state championship this past year in Washington.
The first ever title in her high school's history.
Yeah.
They beat Sumner, who they lost to in the regional final. Does her job at the free throw line. And head coach Donnie Gibson was telling us that she's probably their best shooter. Loose ball, Sosi picks it up. And Res Bombers can reset. That's what Sydney Benali's doing. See how she directs traffic?
We might have to start calling her the traffic cop.
She is the leader on the floor right now. No shot clock She's taking her time. Sydney Benali, and a timeout by Brian Kay and the Res Bombers. They'll talk things over under 10 minutes to play in the second half. Girls Championship game here at NABI.
At Arizona Science Center, inspiration, innovation, and experimentation collide. Experience 4 levels of exhibitions, all packed with hands-on activities that spark curiosity, power learning, and inspire people of all ages to test the limits of what's possible. Ready to do something wild? Come make friends with science.
The 22nd Annual Native American Basketball Invitational is powered by Resolution Copper. And our premier sponsors, City of Phoenix, Gila River Indian Community, Seminole Tribe of Florida, the University of Phoenix, Rolling Plain Construction, BHP, Fry's Food Stores, and the Arizona Science Center. Welcome back to the Valley of the Sun, downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Jacob Toby and Tyler Jones with you. Girls Championship game at the 22nd Annual Native American Basketball Invitational. Res Bombers, champs from last year, taking on Legendary Elite. They won a title a couple of years ago. Res Bombers have led this entire game, and right now they've got an 8-point lead with 9:52 remaining in the second half.
Yeah, we saw at the end of the half that the Res Bombers got on a little bit of a run, and then the second half, the first couple of minutes, pretty even, but now the Res Bombers are looking to put it in gear, put the pedal to the metal, and see if they can put this game away here in the second half.
Moving screen against the Res Bombers. That's the 4th team foul here. So that one on Sosi. Here comes Legendary Elite. Aaliyah Shawnee gets it back, fakes the jumper, takes it, and left it a bit short. Here comes Benali, pushing. Still has it. Sydney Benali kicks it out. Anatolelu. Anatolelu gets it back. A lot of plays being run here by the Res Bombers in the second half. Chance Rush said his team was playing hero ball slightly. They had led the entire first half, and he still wasn't totally thrilled. And Talelu puts it down, the swish.
Well, one of the things that we talked about with him before the game is that he is not afraid to be mean, to hold his players accountable. And he said that Sydney Benali, his best player, 4-star recruit and all, loves it when he challenges her and gets the most out of her, and I think that's what makes this team so good, is how well he coaches this team up.
Yeah, when your best player wants to be coached, totally changes the game, whatever sport we're talking about, right?
And not everybody wants to be coached either. I think there's something to be said about that.
No doubt. Foul on the floor.
The strength of NABI is it shows the importance of a healthy lifestyle, the importance of education as well, and leadership, and being good role models, modeling that back in our communities, especially now.
Northern Arizona, Santa Clara, some offers she's had against Coach Johnny Gibson telling us she's probably their best shooter. She's had a good game. Went back in 2023. Legendary Elite out of Meeker, Oklahoma. And 2 free throws for his squad, and then he calls a timeout. So they're hanging on, hanging around. Again, down double digits early. 2 free throws gets them back under double digits here. 8:39 remaining in the second half. And NABI this year, take a look at the numbers. It grows every single year. The number of teams, the participants, 162 tribal nations represented. We had teams, 6 teams from Canada this year, 85 Arizona teams, and Anchorage, Alaska gets the prize for the farthest travel, over 3,600 miles.
I hope they didn't drive.
I bet you they didn't. And the NABI Championship trophy created by Dave Montour, world-renowned Native American artist.
You and I also got our hands on the new shoes before anybody else.
They are available now, NABINation.com. First time that Nabi's had sweet-looking shoes. Benali misses. Whitehair couldn't put it back in.
So last night when I went on AZ Family to promote Nabi, they had me display the shoes and take off said shoes. So if you were watching last night, you got to see me with my socks on.
Disgusting.
Yes, I did not ask to do this.
But you did it anyway.
But I did it for the brand.
You did it. You
Whatever
did
it takes to sell the shoes.
Ride for the brand. Nicely done.
I will now be showing my feet on air today.
Thank you. Didaya Swimmer at the free throw line puts down the first free throw out of the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians. She is a 4-time state champion in basketball and volleyball, track, and field as well. So she is a 3-sport athlete, winning titles all over the place.
Coaches love athletes too. I know that we have seen this day and age from pretty much our generation on down of players focusing on one sport or maybe 2 sports. But you talk to most of these coaches, they love it when their players are active in a multitude of ways and finding ways to transition that into other sports.
Yeah, no doubt. Whitehair hacked, and she'll get to the free throw line. No easy buckets here at Nabi.
Not at all.
Riley Whitehair graduated this year out of the Navajo Nation.
You were a multi-sport athlete, right?
Yep, basketball, soccer. I wish I played more, but I was a 2-sporter.
Mom didn't let you play football though.
No, Mom didn't let me play football. Good decision. I was fast, but I would have got beat up. So I'm good.
I beat you up enough.
Yes, that is true. That is true. But I did get buckets now. Come on. Just like Riley Whitehair has gotten buckets today. At mid-range, her spot hits another free throw. And a 45-37 lead under the 8-minute mark of the second half. Swimmer quick with it, but missed it. And Whitehair secures the ball.
Really good effort to bring that down. And now an 8-point lead here.
Sosi puts it in. Big three from Ali Sosi. The sophomore can shoot it from downtown.
Now is the storm coming. Is it about to rain in the valley?
Largest lead for the Res Bombers, up 11. Can they get a stop and keep going with that momentum? Big opportunity. Swimmer answers from the corner.
That's exactly what they needed. That is how you respond.
Now Benali again waving off her sister. She says, "Lil sis, I got this." Wants a screen from Whitehair. Gets it. Benali drives, kicks out. Another three. Sosi couldn't go back to back. Kept alive by Benali. Trying to shake a defender inside. Whitehair lost it. And here comes Legendary Elite. Who wants to win a Nabi title? That's what's on the line. Fadeaway J is smooth. Zoe Austin out of the Cheyenne River Sioux Nation.
We got a 6-point game now. Can they keep the pressure on defensively? They need to find ways to get extra possessions here.
Benali driving, kicking. Anatalelu, no. Whitehair offensive rebound and a jump ball. Been a fun second half. We got 6 minutes left. It's a 6-point game. Res Bombers on top.
So let's get started right now.
Phoenix Union High School District gives you options. In person or online. Career development or hybrid. We've got it all. Find the high school that's right for you in PXU. Enroll today at pxu.org/enroll.
We can, we do.
6-point Res Bombers lead with 6:04 remaining in the second half. Res Bombers trying to go back-to-back titles in the girls championship game here at the 22nd edition of NABI. And look at the swag that NABI has put out this year. Unbelievable stuff.
I love the shorts.
I love it all. I love everything,
Yes.
but the shorts are fire for sure. Literal fire.
Literally. You got the sliders as well. A little bit of everything we're offering, and you can get yours now at nabination.com if you're not in the building today. And these shoes that we were talking about for a limited time. August 30th is the cutoff to get yours. This is the first edition of the shoes. There will be more coming, but you got to be able to say you got the first ever NABI shoe.
Oh, absolutely. And we got ours, so we don't have to worry about that deadline. We're good. But go get them right now, nabination.com.
Didn't you get stopped at the hotel and ask how you wearing those?
I did. I said, because I'm that kind of dude. Swimmer with the steal.
Do you know who I am? I'm Jacob Tobin.
Do you know who I am? Swimmer's been active at the point today, running the show for Legendary Elite. Both teams undefeated coming into this game. Both teams 8-0. And a jump ball, Benally tying up Swimmer. And the two smallest players on the court will jump it up.
Jada Marie, if you're listening, I would like to petition that we go back to the traditional jump ball.
Yeah, I mean, we wish it was there. It'd be fun. But they're playing by the actual rules, not the ones that we want, right?
Right.
Here's Benally.
The thing that I like about her game, we know she can score, but she passes, she rebounds, she gets back on defense. There's hard to find too many flaws to her game. She's such a well-rounded player.
And it's Alelu. Looking for an option. Keeps it herself. On it to Alelu. Couldn't put it down, but back to the free throw line she goes. Very famous family for Kijani Antetokounmpo, the senior out of the Navajo Nation, Samoan as well. They call her Bam Bam. Her sisters Kiani, Kamalani, and Kapiolani all played here at NABI. And her sister Kiani plays at Adams State this year. She scored in conference record 52 points at Adams State this year.
Unbelievable.
She scored 1,000 in her career already. Her sister Kiani, her other sister Kamalani plays at New Mexico Highlands University, along with her other sister Kapiolani. All went to Farmington High School in New Mexico. Parrish has been active, throws it up, off glass, too strong, and Benally the rebound. 7-point game, national championship game between the Res Bombers and Legendary Elite, 22nd edition of NABI. Last year's MVP, Sydney Benally, gets the screen from Whitehair. Shut off on the drive. The dish down low. Antetokounmpo got it and a timeout.
And you see what Benally did there. Did not even take the shot, and yet was so effective controlling that possession from start to finish. And a beautiful find for the hoop.
Great play by the Res Bombers. And time called with 4:13 remaining, 51-42. There's been a ton of fun this week. Everywhere you go at NABI. Were you at this event?
I was.
Again, we probably won't see proof of it, though.
No, I left early to go to the Diamondbacks game, but I was there for a brief period. I made an appearance. I ate the food.
At the Science Museum?
At the Science Museum.
A chance for a lot of these teams to bond as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. I was never much of a science guy.
That's why you're in sports.
Yes.
Also,
but I got to tell you, it's pretty cool that the students got to interact with one another. It was a good chance for these teams to go beyond just the basketball court, to make some friendships that will last for many years. To have those opportunities there, it was a very unique experience for these kids involved, and just to get to know each other a little bit.
And that's what we kind of talked about too at the Youth Summit. You know, you want to play basketball at the highest level you can, but at some point, for a lot of these people, it may end. And so what will you do after the game? And so you meet people here at NABI that you will develop connections with, relationships with, that may help you down the line with another future job.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Absolutely. Legendary Elite back on the board.
Okay, that's nice, but eventually you got to start knocking down outside shots.
Benali.
They're starting to pick up the defensive intensity.
Anatilelu. And an offensive foul.
Ooh.
Offensive foul.
All right, so if you're Legendary Elite, you just got a bucket, you force an offensive foul. Now, a chance to cut this to 2 possessions.
Again, they've never led in this game. Got within 1. Ball loose. Kaya Benali was fighting for it and won that battle. Sosi gives it back to her, and now to Sydney Benali. Benali shut off, throws it up, got fouled, count it, and 1.
Here we are, late in the game. Res Bombers trying to put this game away. And what are they doing? They're going right to their best player.
Sydney Benali at the line, shooting 1.
Trying to close things out, Sydney Benali.
And that's a sign of a well-coached team when you put your team in position to hand things to your best player to say, take us to the promised line.
Rare miss from her at the free throw line. And a moving screen against Legendary Elite. Big call. Jocelyn Stamper gets called for it.
That's a costly mistake. Time's starting to run out too, down at 3:07, 9-point game.
Press up, press up, press up, press up.
Benali behind the back. Dish down low, Whitehair fighting for it. Stamper steals it. So the offensive foul by Stamper on one end. She fights for it back as that was deflected out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it to championship game atmosphere here inside PHX Arena.
At Arizona Science Center, inspiration, innovation, and experimentation collide. Experience 4 levels of exhibitions, all packed with hands-on activities that spark curiosity, power learning, and inspire people of all ages to test the limits of what's possible. Ready to do something wild? Come make friends with science.
The 22nd Annual Native American Basketball Invitational is brought to you by Strong Heart Helpline and by Fry's Food Stores. All right, let's go over to Chance Rush.
With us here, we have Lance and Darlene Vallo. They come to us. They got on a train to come all the way down for the NABI tournament. They are celebrating 39-year anniversary today. They've been married 39 years, and they are coming to the tournament to enjoy all of our great athletes. So I want to give a fan of the game to this beautiful couple of Vallos, and thank y'all for coming out and being part of 39 wonderful years with us.
Thank you. It's exciting.
Chance, thank you very much. Love is in the air here inside PHX Arena at NABI.
I love that they actually got a fan. That'll come in handy while they're in Phoenix. Love in the air. I have yet to see the kiss cam, and if it comes our direction, I'll move away from you, Jacob.
Please do. Please get out of here.
Yes.
All right, crowd's getting hype. 53-44. The Res Bombers have never relinquished the lead in this game. And they've got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left until they're back-to-back champions. Can Legendary Elite make another push? Swimmer inside, ball loose, on the ground, turned over.
Can't be doing that. But that goes right back to what we talked to. The Res Bombers, so good on both ends.
Benali got it knocked away, and it's going to stay with the Res Bombers.
We've been watching Res Bombers all week. This is by far the toughest test they've faced this entire tournament. This Legendary Elite team has given them all that they can handle and made things difficult, but they haven't shown any way of backing down at all. I love the effort that we've seen from them, even if it's not their night tonight.
Benali gives it to her sister, Kea. Kea Benali drives. Got bumped, no call, out of bounds.
Legendary Elite ball.
The Legendary Elite with the basketball, 2:07 remaining. Got to get some quick buckets here, Tyler.
Got to start hitting from outside.
Austin gives it up, three-pointer, fine day, in and out, it was halfway down.
That was a good look, should have made it, could have cut it to 6. That could come back to haunt them later.
Benali gets the screen from Whitehair. Benali down low inside, knocked free, kept alive by Sosi. Anatilelu. Clock continues to wind down, stolen
effort
by Zoe Austin. Up to Shawnee. Shawnee.
Put that up there.
No good, but a foul.
You'll take that.
Fouls charged, number 10, Johnny Anietielu, fourth personal.
Look at this effort again. All right.
Shooting 2.
Misses that 3. The board comes down. And they're, as the free throw's good there, they quickly were able to regroup and get things established and draw that foul.
Big miss there. 1 for 2 at the free throw line.
You have to start pressing now. I don't like how much space they're giving Benali here.
Benali wants a screen from Anatilelu. She gets it. Sydney Benali drives the pass, deflected, and it stays with the Res Bombers.
Set up all the traps you got. Force them to make a mistake here.
Benali inbounding. And Johnny Anatilelu. Behind the back. No need to rush here. No shot clock. Under 1 minute remaining.
I don't understand why they're playing man-to-man.
Anatilelu is finally fouled and wrapped up by Zoe Austin.
I did not like that defensive look at all.
That was at least 20 seconds off the clock. 15 foul, that means free throws are coming.
You let 20 seconds burn. You didn't set up any traps. You were playing man-to-man here. What was that?
Johnny Anietielu at the line, shooting 2.
Johnny Anatilelu at the line. Representing Dene and Samoan Nation. First free throw is a miss.
And that's all in coaching. The players are doing what they're told there.
Second free throw good. 9-point game. Time running out for Legendary Elite. Can they make some magic happen quickly? Parrish. Fine day blocked. Whitehair comes away with it. Benali up. Sosi waits, puts it up, and scores.
Good night, Vienna.
The crowd can start to sense it. Long three, short, kept alive, and a foul.
Fouls charge number 2, Sydney Benali, your second personal, 13th foul.
Nice job by Ali Sosi the incoming sophomore out of the Navajo Nation, Sandia High School, or rather Kirkland High School. Both free throws good.
Timeout, Res Bombers.
And timeout. So 16 seconds left in the girls' championship game. Nice block there by Whitehair. Benali up to her teammate, Ali Sosi, and she puts it in. Sosi just got her first offer from New Mexico Highlands University out of Kirtland High School, one of the best high schools in the country for women's basketball. They have the most state titles ever in New Mexico history and the 4th in the entire history of the United States. And she is a big part of that and a big part of why the Res Bombers are 16 seconds away from winning their 2nd straight title and their 3rd in 5 years. So both teams talking things over. The Res Bombers would be winners of 3 championships in their last 4 years. Res Bombers had a 10-point lead early. Legendary Elite battled back. Second half, Res Bombers went up by as many as 11. Legendary Elite has never led. They've got 16 seconds to do something crazy here, Tyler.
Going for their 3rd title in 4 years. Back-to-back. It's been quite the run. And much like Cody Rhodes, they're trying to finish their story.
Res Bombers inbounding. Long pass up to Kea Benali. They got to give the foul. They do. It's Swimmer. That stops the clock.
Foul charge number 4, Denias Swimmer.
And free throws
personal.
coming for Kea Benali, the sophomore out of the Navajo Nation, Sandia High School, sister of Sydney Benali.
Kea Benali at the line.
Just think, too, this is only the beginning of us getting to see her. She's got plenty of great basketball left ahead of her.
Yep. Like I mentioned, I was talking with Lee Cummard, the head coach at BYU, who will coach Sydney Benali, and I asked Coach, I said, well, what about her sister? He goes, oh, no, we're watching her, too. Don't worry.
This is not a knock on her sister whatsoever, but she might end up being the better sister.
Legendary Elite coming back with it. Time running out. Up. Scoop layup. No good. Ball loose. It's in Benali's hands. Clock's at 3. It's still loose. And that will do it. Back-to-back titles for the Res Bombers. 3 in 4 years. Dine has done it again.
Fans returns to ground for trophy presentation coming up in just moments.
This team, so resilient. They passed every test that was in front of them. Sydney Benali were the best players we've ever seen at NABI. It was the only way it was supposed to end. Her winning another national title, putting this team on her back. A job well done.
All right, you got to go hand out a trophy. So we'll talk to you.
I'll be back.
We'll talk to you in a moment. Trophy presentation coming up next.
As demand continues to grow for the critical minerals essential to reduce carbon emissions and accelerate the energy transition, so does the need for those minerals to be responsibly sourced. This is what BHP is committed to. Building a better future isn't easy, but it's critical minerals like copper and potash that will help make it possible. The future is clear. It's happening now at BHP, a future resources company.
58-47, the Res Bombers over the legendary Elite. They win back-to-back titles. And now we go to the voice of NABI, Tyler Jones.
Coach, of what you guys did to get here, legendary Elites, to be a part of this, what was this experience like?
It was a great experience. You know, I think we had the toughest road to get here. It was a battle every game. You know, nothing was easy. We went out and took everything we could and just couldn't finish today.
This team, how proud are you for their effort and what they were able to do?
Oh, I'm so proud of these guys. I mean, you know, it started out with years ago with the foundation. These guys are still adding bricks to the houses that we're building. That's all it is. Super proud of every one of them.
What's going to be the biggest takeaway? What are going to be the memories that you have of having this team here and being a part of this?
Just the love they have for each other. You know, these guys come together. This is the first year a lot of them are together. They come together kind of quick, and they just like, they play for each other. They don't play for me. They play for each other. And not even the name, for each other in their hearts. That's what it is.
All right, crowd, let's hear it for the one and only legendary Elite.
All right, as the trophy presentation continues. The Res Bombers get the job done over Legendary Elite. Legendary Elite led by Donnie Gibson, and a great season from them. And now it's time to welcome the champions, back-to-back champions, 3 and 4 years, the Res Bombers. Kajani Anatielu with 15 points to lead her team today, 14 put in by Allison Sosi, Sydney Benali with 10 points. Riley Whitehair, we talked about her game, especially coming up big in the second half. She had 7 second half points, 11 total, and now we go to Tyler Jones, who's with the champs.
All right, now let's introduce, for the very first time, the 2025 Native American Basketball Invitational Girls National Champions, the one and only Res Bombers. All right, I got to start with the MVP, the moment you've been waiting for. The 2025 NABI MVP, Most Valuable Player Award, goes to Sydney Benali. Well, Sydney, we've done this before, just right back at this very stage last year. You won a national title, you won an MVP, and now here you are for a second time. How does it feel compared to the first time y'all got this done?
First and foremost, give all the glory to God. And as champions, we're not defending anything. We want to earn everything we have. And so without this team, we came in and brought our same standard every game.
This team, you got to play alongside your sister and this crew. What was it like to battle with this group night in and night out this week?
Well, it was a long process to get here. It was iffy whether I was going to come and play, and just to play with these amazing girls again, but most and foremost, I wanted to play with my little sister again.
You're headed off to BYU with a chance to start your college career, and you finish things here with a national title. What did you take away from this experience that you're going to apply to your next chapter?
I think overall just how much I love the game and just how Resball has transformed me into the player I am today.
There you have it, the MVP, Sydney Benali. Where's Coach? All right, we'll wait a second on pictures here. Coach, Another national championship. How's it compare to the last one?
This one's a lot harder. It's something that we discussed and we talked about as a team, and they gave me their all. They pushed. As everyone can see, obviously I'm not the easiest coach to play for, but hey, they gave me their everything. So I'm extremely proud of them.
You mentioned you're not the easiest coach to play for. You kept every one of these players accountable, and we saw the way that you brought the intensity all the way up until the end here. How much credit do you give these players to responding to your tough love?
All the credit in the world. The fact that they, trust me and I trust them, it says everything about it. Like we praise, this is about God, faith, family, the Res Bombers. This is a true example of, what we stand for in our organization.
The Res Bombers program. There's still another one coming up here in just a little bit. What does this mean to establish this program beyond just the girls' game, but the boys' side as well?
Well, the girls have already established themselves, as you can see. This being their third one. So, wait, third one, right? Yeah, third one. So, and then we got our boys right here. This is the first year that we've had a boys team together, so they're hoping to make a statement today.
Tell us about Sydney. We've seen what she is on the court. What's she like off the court?
Off the court, an amazing person, humble, one of the most caring, loving people that I've met from, not just around organizations, basketball and everything, but, we've had our conversations here and there off the court, and I enjoy them. And, there's so many opportunities I've had to talk to her, discuss things with her when she talked about college, personal things, whatever. Like, I can say she's not only a friend of mine, a player of mine, but she's family.
Coach, congrats on the national title. Go celebrate with your team and get back to work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There you have it. One more time for the 2025 national champions, the Res Bombers.
Sydney Benali goes back-to-back MVPs, winning the Marjan Beauchamp NABI MVP award, back-to-back for the Res Bombers. 3 titles in 4 years as they beat legendary Elite 58-47. Kajani Anatielu with a game-high 15 points, 14 from Allison Sosi. Sydney Benali had 10. Riley Whitehair had 11. We're back with way more. The boys championship game coming up next. We got a special guest coming our way too. Stay with us right here on Arizona's Family Sports.